here we go. The game's not running super smooth today. I don't prefer that. Let's go, bro. Where are we getting shot from? Feel I have like one round left in it. There he is. I forgot about him up there. Can't never remember how to play. Play too many games. Right in the face. Right in the face. Look at that. Look at that. Right. Let's get this spawner. That was good. I must have got zinged. I really didn't take any damage. Fantastic. Welcome back. I am a friendly pest. Today I am playing Into the Radius, playing on a MetaQuest 3, streaming this from my PC over virtual desktop. Today is going to be a good day. I hope so. Finally, it's our turn. It's our turn to have a good day. We're going to go out and try this camping challenge again. This is a new save. I took the advice of some of the comments below. Thank you for assisting me, hopefully, in removing the Warzone mod finally from my game. Going to go out with the same rules I had last time. I have to change my primary weapon every day. I can keep my secondary. I'm not allowed to use stashes. I have to stay out in the zone through the tide waves, and I need to change zones on tide waves. Also, I need to search for things. I can't come back to get food, etc. Go out there and see how long we can live
Active
under
mission
this
is
rule.
not confirmed.
Yeah, I don't care, bro. You guys get the idea. Same thing I've tried to do the last several days, except the Warzone mod was still active even though I'd uninstalled it, and it stomped me good. So we're going to see how it goes. That looks better. I think we got it. There's only one mob down there. Thank you to those that commented. Helped me find the mod files inside like the Steam Apps common folder. Pretty sure it worked this time. So this is a brand new save, and I deleted those files. We're here to play. Game on. For those that don't know exactly, I got one health item, one piece of food, knives, no firearm at all, and I have to live completely off what I find out here just for the fun of it. I failed 2 attempts in a row because I was on Warzone mod, and the mob counts were just insane. I wasn't able to find enough to fight back with.
Attention! This is UNPSC emergency guidance recording L1-61. If you are listening to this, you are most likely suffering from one or more of the following conditions: a sense of displacement, disorientation, memory loss, attacks.
Feels good. Feels good. Had a busy day. Kind of worn out. Spent some time with the wife this morning. Ooh, food, nice. Went on a bike ride. I'm in this running race group, right? And weekly we have races. And so far I'm winning my age group, but like physically I'm not holding up. You know what I mean? I've got like crazy shin splints, a lot of discomfort. So I'm not even able to train in between races. So I'm like just doing my best to heal in between races and then hitting it again, right? And like so far, I'm winning my age group, but I don't know how long that's gonna last. Nice. Don't need that. Anyway, So I spent some time with the wife this morning doing some stuff, and then I went out on the bicycle because I thought I can at least get some exercise with this, get some cardio, but there's no impact. Hopefully my shins will not be aggravated, you know. I did like a lot of YouTube research on shin splints and stuff, and then I learned like these different stretches I could do, kind of different like self-therapy things you can do. One of them involves like a spoon, and you kind of scrape it along this tissue on your shin, and you try to work the knots out. None of that stuff seems to work. Like, I get like kind of immediate relief. I missed. There we go. Get kind of immediate relief, but it doesn't last very long. And then through the night, they bind up and hurt again. So I don't know. I'm working on it. I didn't expect to have shin splints when this races started, because I ran through the winter, right? Here we go. I ran through the winter, so I really thought I had conditioned myself well enough that when this race season started, I'd be good to go. Unfortunately, I think my error is like my training pace was significantly slower than my race pace, and I just didn't do like adequate interval training, etc. So then whenever it comes time to race and really throw down, I'm landing differently, I'm landing harder, and evidently just not conditioned for it. He's not running super smooth today, but I think we'll be okay. Anyway. Nice. So, like, food was something I thought was going to be a real problem. And it's just not been so far. Extra light, sweet. We'll hold on to that for now. So today I'm doing better on ammo. I've got the correct mob counts. I'm feeling pretty confident. It's nice. It's pretty demoralizing how badly I got stomped. Nice. And our first step to weapon maintenance, which is going to be another challenge out here. Like, even though I can't keep my primary between zones, it'll be nice if I can find a decent sidearm and maintain it. This is significantly better loot than I did last time. I don't understand. So today was Mother's Day, at least where I'm from. Huh. I'm gonna take this. I don't need it, I've already got one. I might be able to find some anomalies that are beneficial, like the night eye or something, or a healing one. That would be great. So there's a chance that I'll find a few things to help me survive out here. That Katya didn't appear when I went in there because I didn't have the mission. Like, I didn't bother taking the first mission. I didn't realize that was tied to that. That's interesting. I understand, like, by the time this is uploaded and published, it won't be Mother's Day anymore. Hopefully you guys had a good Mother's Day. I hesitate somewhat to wish anyone a happy Mother's Day because, like, not everyone has a mother that has been involved in their life or still with them. So it can be a sensitive subject, you know. And if that applies to you, my sympathies in the most genuine way, I can communicate that. You know what I mean? But for those of you that are mothers or have mothers in their lives, and it is a positive thing, you know, I hope you had a good Mother's Day. Like, the fact of life is, not everybody's in the same place at the same time. You know, like, I'm on X or Twitter, and you have days when people, like, just lost a loved one, and they're dealing with that, and they're, like, in grief, and they're posting about that, and they've got people reacting to that. And then you've got days where someone, like, won the lottery, and they're posting about that, or somebody got a new job, or somebody's mad about something that's really insignificant and stupid, and they're venting about that while another person has, like, real problems. And that all exists at the same time. And, like, the difference is before social media, is those things didn't have much opportunity to walk on each other. You know what I mean? Like, if you knew a person that was going through something really tragic, then you probably wouldn't complain in front of them about something that didn't matter, right? Because you would feel stupid for doing that. And if you did do that, then you'd be the kind of person that had some growing to do anyway. They're like, despite the fact this person's dealing with something truly tragic, I'm not happy about where I had to park today. You see what I mean? Like, chances are you wouldn't be that guy, and if you were that guy, hopefully your friends would care enough about you to tell you to stop being that guy, and you could learn and grow, right? But with social media, like, that's a real thing. You're doing great. I want to check these containers over here before we move on. Maybe I'll get lucky. Like, social media allows that to happen because you don't know what state everyone's in. You don't know what state all of your followers are in. If one of your followers reacts to something you post and then someone that doesn't even follow you sees it and they're going through that, like, quickly it becomes impossible to take consideration for every single person's individual state with something you're going to say. And as a result, like, no matter what you say, it's going to be a little callous to somebody. And that seems to me to be kind of an unavoidable negative when it comes to social media. It is by design unavoidable. Like, you are going to complain about something stupid one day while someone else is going through something very real. Like, there's places in the world right now that are literally at war. You know what I mean? Children being cut down before they have a chance to live. And people are mad at Xbox closing a studio the other day. And it's not like that doesn't matter. Like, people lost their jobs. Maybe somebody had faith in a company to do something they wanted. They'd invested in that company's ecosystem, and then the company did something they didn't like, and they feel betrayed by their investment. But at the same time, like, there's significantly worse things going on in the world right now. Man, these anomalies seem kind of thick today, huh? So that's like a tough thing, you know? Let's see what we got. Steps. Probably useless because I'm not selling things. Maybe it'll be fun to experiment with since I've never used the anomalies for any kind of practical function. I've just sold them. So, we'll see. Alright. I usually use this so I can't see. There we go. Nice. I guess my point is, like, you gotta be aware of the world and the state of the world, and that people are going through some really hard stuff, enough that maybe at the very least you will offer someone some grace if they behave very poorly or react very strongly to something you said that you didn't mean any harm in. And at the same time, like, if you find something funny or stupid, you've got to enjoy those moments, even if someone else is not in a state where they're going to be able to enjoy moments at the same time. And, like, you can have empathy for people that are going through some hard stuff, but at the same time, you can't wallow in grief for other people all the time. So I think in general, like, and nobody will dispute this point. Social media is a mistake, right? We're not wired for it. Like, our brain chemistry has developed in a way for us to survive. And like that did not include social media. I can't believe how much stuff I found today. Beautiful. Alright, we're gonna set this up here. Some grenades so we can blow ourselves up later. Some shells, I can get these shells in there. Yeah. Great. We're gonna have some serious organizing to do at our first campsite. Look at all that. This is awesome. Okay. Beautiful. Last time I went to the motor pool, last 2 times. So I'm gonna go the other way this time, even though I've just crossed this expanse, just for a change of pace, just to go somewhere else. And like, even as I'm trying to conclude this thought, I'm not satisfied with my own like rational, logical process. I seem to favor like a very strong empathetic reaction to people. You know what I mean? Like, I feel grief in a real way when someone's going through something difficult. I noticed an acquaintance the other day at work looked like he wasn't doing so well. You know, us guys, when we're in groups of like 4 and 5, we don't talk about our feelings. You know what I mean? One-on-one, it can be a little different. And I prompt the fellow, you know, how's it going? You know, something seems a little off. And I find out that this guy's grandson at 5 years old has leukemia, and he's in the emergency room, like, again, and it's not looking good. And this guy is a good guy, works hard, does what he's supposed to do, doesn't speak poorly of other people. He's going through this real grief, you know what I mean? And I feel that so strongly. You know what I mean? What can you do? What can you do? You offer your sympathies in a way that's real and genuine, and offer to help in any way you can, but you can't. You know what I mean? You can't help a person going through something like that. You can't answer the questions that are coming to their mind, like, why them? Why him? You know what I mean? And that's life, you know? But then when the weekend comes, you still have to make progress on your stupid projects. You still have to plant your garden. You know what I mean? That's life. Like, you can only control what you can control. And that's what I talk about a lot, is being prepared for opportunities. Take care of yourself, mind, body, and soul. You know what I mean? Try to be healthy, physically, mentally. And then when opportunities pop up, you'll be ready for them. When hard times come around, maybe you'll be more prepared to absorb those. And you'll, on average, go further in life. But life is not completely fair. I would say that fortune does favor those who take care of themselves, who make good decisions, who work hard, who work to improve themselves, who who work to form relationships with other people that can take them further, so you can work together, handle difficult times, to access opportunities. You know what I mean? All of that's true, but at the same time, sometimes life, it's just not fair. Oh, here we go. Game's not running super smooth today. I don't prefer that. Let's go, bro. Where are we getting shot from? Still have like one round left in it. There he is. I forgot about him up there. Can't never remember how to play. Play too many games. Right in the face. Right in the face. Look at that. Look at that. Right. Let's get this spawner. That was good. I must have got zinged. I really didn't take any damage. Fantastic. Hell yeah. This is going so much better today. Amazing. Beautiful. Like, this is really going to go well. At least until we start running into armored targets. Then we're going to have problems. We'll change the subject too. There are certain subjects that, like, it seems like no matter how old you get, no matter what you've seen or been through, you know what I mean? Stuff you've overcome, stuff you've seen other people overcome, etc. There are certain things that just never quite meet satisfaction. You know what I mean? Like, there's certain things you can never quite rationalize. And I tell you what, the sick kid is one of them. Where is he? Way over here? Another headshot. Man. Sweet. I knew I wasn't terrible at this game. I knew it was just the mod. Just the mod screwing me over. I'm actually good, see? Like, we're doing great today. Where's my lighter? Those flare tubes are probably going to be super handy. Okay, that's that. Go up there and have a look. Don't really care about you, bro. I think it's getting dark already. It is. Crunching along. I'm not going to stay in a zone once I've completely cleaned a zone. Like, once I've completely cleared, I will move on to the next zone regardless. I'll probably sleep until daylight because no reason to go out fighting in the dark on purpose. But I'm not going to, like, hang out here for days once I've cleared everything if there's no loot and just live off my food and camp and try to come up with, like, philosophical ideas. Don't get me wrong, I could probably talk that much. I'm not going to do that to you guys. Hey, sweet. It really is a beautiful game. I keep coming back to it. Like, I've played a lot of games, and this one is just... It just nailed it. You know what I mean? It just nailed it. This is something I've been working on. I'll talk about it a little bit. I think the games we like the most are the ones that most mirror what our body chemistry expects of us. And I think there's enough variety with people's different body chemistries, which explains somewhat the different interests we have. I think there's certain things that we look for to survive, right? Like, I think a feeling of progress is always very satisfying in a game, because a feeling of progress in real life means you're doing things to survive. You know what I mean? For example, you know winter's coming, you're going to need firewood, right? A person that gets like a biological kick from preparation, right? From relieving, like, let's look at it this way. It's not just like a positive because you have a huge pile of firewood. It's also that you are relieving anxiety. Look at that, a brush. We're just doing so good. Like, if we had a ramrod, let's consider cleaning this thing. Did that brush just fall through the table? Bro. Where did that brush go? It's right there. Whew. Okay, we'll clean it later. We're not going to risk it messing around in here. We'll do it inside a camp or something. Like, a person... I once read that, like, anxiety is like when you intentionally ignore things you are responsible for, right? And I think there's a lot of truth to that. And I don't think everything is like completely cookie cutter, right? I think there's a lot of gray areas to a lot of different ideas. But if you know you've got something hanging, a test, it's going to be cold and you don't have any firewood, like, that will weigh on you. That will create anxiety on you. So in that way, anxiety is absolutely caused by ignoring responsibilities you have that you were aware of. So let's just go with that definition for now. Progress, therefore, is like taking care of those responsibilities. So it eliminates the anxiety and it prepares you for what you're going to have to face. And that's a very long way of saying that, like, simulated progress in games feels good. You see what I mean? Is that all making sense? I feel like this is a little more scattered than normal because I'm trying to loot and talk at the same time, and I only have so much brain power. I feel like I'm kind of at the limit of my brain power while I'm trying to talk about this. It's getting dark. I'm starting to think that I need to make my way over to that camp, and there's going to be cops on the way, and they're hard to fight in the dark. But you get the idea. So, like, good video games, they're actually good at holding our attention because they are activating biological survival mechanisms indirectly, right? That's the case point. That's what I'm trying to say. So that's why those farming games, you know, you build the farm and you save money and you harvest your crops and it feels really good. It's like indirectly activating biological survival mechanisms. And that's why they hold your attention. That's why they feel good. That's why you have that sense of progress, you know? I've got a lot more on that subject. But I think right now I need to concentrate on getting across the zone. Let me know what you think about that. Expand on it. Adjust on it. You know what I mean? Like, if you hear an idea and maybe you don't agree with it entirely, it's okay to push back. Like, if my idea has a weak point, push against it, right? That's good for me. It's good for you. It's like the point of conversation. It's another thing like social media misses. Because like right now, like the typical reaction to something you disagree with is actually like a snarky gotcha, right? When, like in real life, the point of the conversation is to have a better understanding about whatever you're talking about, right? The point of the conversation is not to win, it's to better each other, right? It's to figure things out. That's the point of the conversation. That's the point of a disagreement. So, if you feel like there's something you could add to what I just said, feel free. I have not attached my identity or ego in any way to what I said. And I think that's important too. Like, it's okay to be wrong. This goes back to what I was talking about the other day. Like, don't be afraid to lose. You know what I mean? Don't be afraid to get your ass kicked. Don't be afraid to be wrong. You know, if someone says something different than what you said, look at it. You know what I mean? See where they're coming from. Maybe you can even see the path of reason they got to that point and still respectfully disagree with their analysis. You know what I mean? Or maybe they're right. Nailed him. I love when I do that. I don't like being out here in the dark. We need to make our way over to that camp. I want to loot up here first. Feeling pretty good about the day. I was hoping to find enough equipment to feel like I could survive in the village. I'm kind of on the fence about that one right now. It would be nice to find another couple boxes of ammo, maybe. I don't think there's ever anything in here. Yeah. Don't be afraid to be wrong. You know what I mean? Don't be afraid to admit you were wrong. It's actually kind of a freeing feeling. Like, if you're trying to defend a point, like deep down you know it's not right, that's a pretty uncomfortable feeling. I guess I could sleep here. We're about to get jumped. That's a flashlight. Nailed him. Beautiful. We could camp up here. And I have room to like organize my stuff and things. Quickly, I'm carrying way too much. Like, there's going to be kind of an art to this survival. Let's go ahead and pass the day. Let's go ahead and pass the day. First day, successful. My goodness, I can't even see to sleep. Oh, you can't sleep up here. Well, we learned something there. Back to that point. It feels terrible defending a point when you know you're wrong. It does. Because you're like irritated, you're mad, and somehow you've attached part of your ego to this argument, this position, this outcome, and you're wrong. And you can't be right. So, like, to try to come out in the argument, you look foolish, you get mad, you make noise, right? Then you go find your friends and you twist the scenario a little bit, and you've got like kind of poor, weak friends. Poor is in the sense that they're going to tell you what you want to hear instead of what you need to hear. So then they just agree with you, right? Even though you were wrong, even though they know you were wrong, instead of like, look, bro, you're wrong about this. It's not the end of the world, but you're wrong about this. And you learn and you're better for it, right? But you won't have that outcome. What up, bro? What up, bro? You're a terrible shot. I'm okay with it. Nice. This has been a very successful day. We got so much stuff. Just snoop around a little more and we'll go over to that camp and we'll call it camping day 1. First day of successful camping. Like maybe I'm counting my chickens a little early, but I don't feel like it. I'm feeling pretty good about things. Please be something good. It's not. It's okay. That's good. It's a box of what we want. Maybe those will be handy on something later. What does he say? Fit. PPSH. You'll. Psh. Now, what I would love is to find an over-under shotgun. We're gonna have to use one of those. I've got so much stuff. Okay. I'm just gonna call it a day. I'm tired of stomping around in the dark. Feels good. Looks great. Successfully camping in the radius. We found a ton of stuff today. I need to organize it because I've got so much crap right now that will actually find it difficult to manage my inventory in a tight situation. I got some stuff for a little bit of weapon maintenance, which is going to be great. Like, super happy with today. Tomorrow's going to be a good day too. I think we'll go to the village next, which I've got some apprehension about the village. Like, the chance of finding a decent weapon is pretty low, and it's got a lot of those stalker mobs. Okay. We got a bunch of knives. I'm really gonna have to sort some of this stuff. I guess I could leave a bunch of it here. Nice. Like, I don't have to take it all with me. And then I could come back as needed, maybe. Or should I take with me what I'm gonna use? You know, that would be more interesting for the challenge. Like, I'm a full-on nomad. Then I would have to kind of guess what I think I'm gonna find and need and make it work. That's probably more interesting. That's probably what I will do. Okay. Let's go ahead and pass the night. Look at this. This thing made it all the way through the night. Pro tip. Go to sleep with a cigarette in your mouth. You'll still have it in the morning. That's terrible advice. This is a joke. Don't do that. Alright, let's have a look. Beautiful. I love the light in the morning. Before everything's got direct light on it, you got all these extra shadows. And you got just a little more contrast to everything. Looks great. Everything looks so nice. There's quite a bit of looting to do yet. I don't know how long I've been playing. I know it's not the most exciting episode because I've been here 2 days in a row and died, but today I didn't die. Let's go ahead and check that up there. See if I've got any more thoughts brewing in my head that I want to air, and then we'll move on. By the way, this week should have been a little more interesting content, like small game, native on Quest 3 Monday. I wanted to do a puzzle game for Wednesday, but I don't know if I'm going to have time to do it. I'm actually recording Friday's video first because Monday and Friday are more important to me than the Wednesday upload. Let me know what you thought of the variety of content. If you watch the other content, maybe you just like the Radius videos, that's all you want to see, that's fine too. I have found that the game greatly affects me. Like, this is the kind of game with like sort of perfect pacing where I get to travel through and loot and think and remember my day and my week and talk about what I want to talk about. Whereas if I'm playing a puzzle game, you guys are just watching me be dumb. You know what I mean? Watching me be dumb. That's all you get to see. So I understand if you prefer this content to that content. What do we have? Come on. I am very happy to see you. Unfortunately, I think I've got a magazine for this in here somewhere. Yeah, I cannot see it. Yes. Beautiful. We got... Yeah. Nice. That was a great find. Beautiful. It gives me an extra pistol I can pull out of the bag in an emergency, and then a Makarov with mostly full ammo, and like maybe a combined box of ammo in addition to my magazines. So we're looking great going into the village. If you have any suggestions on how I approach that, let me know. Spots you think I should hit first that might have better yields with less resistance, let me know, and we'll do it. And we're going to see how far we can get. This is going to be my last camping attempt. Like, I'm going to see how many days I can make it doing it the way I'm talking about doing it. And if I die, I'm going to pivot to something else, because this is the third try. The other two were complete busts. I want to pivot to something else if this doesn't work out that time. So comment below to help me. We'll see how far we can go. Hey, there's art on the back of that. We got to take a look at that. Oh yeah. That's super cool. That's great. Look at that. That's beautiful. Huh. Maybe that's our thumbnail. That's super cool. Okay. Great. That's awesome. That's a really nice high-resolution image, too. Looks fantastic. We're going to call it here. We're going to stop here, climb up on top of this thing, and then the next time you see me, I'm going to head for the village. Probably loot a little more down there, go to the train yard, loot the other side of the train yard, out to the village. Should be fun, should be interesting. We'll see how many days we can get. So a couple things. Comment below on where you think I should go first when I get into the village to try to better my chances of success. Anyone wants to predict how many days I'm going to make it before I ultimately get killed, because that will happen, go ahead and do that. And otherwise, thanks for checking out the video. You know what I mean? This will go up on Friday. Whenever you find this video, hopefully it finds you well. Hopefully you had a good week. Hopefully you got some fun weekend plans. Hopefully you had a great Mother's Day. Hopefully you're spending your free time with the people you want to spend your free time with. Take care of yourself, mind, body, and soul. Have a nice day.